Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to be bringing you a reading, and it's the full moon. Woohoo! So now is the time you should have been working on. I know some of you have been working on things that you've successfully manifested. So tonight is a good night with the full moon to just kind of, reflect on everything that you've achieved, because tonight is the night where everything culminates. So, any last minute pondering that you want to do, tonight is a good night to do that and to finalize making things happen. All right, so I am going to continue on here using the Gentle Thrills Tarot, and let's get into it. I'm just going to cut the deck here because this is such a big deck. And I'm going to start by using this side of the deck. And let's see what cards that we have here today. I've got some nice mood music on. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but card went flying into my cleavage. Okay, we got a few cards here. The Ace of Wands. Ooh, so you're feeling very passionate. There's a lot of passion here. A lot of passionate energy here. There's an essence of change. And wanting to make things happen. Okay, I believe this was the next card. We've got the King of Cups. Okay, I'm feeling a love connection. I just heard a love connection with a King of Cups. So there could be a love connection between a fire sign and a water sign here, which can be a bit temperamental combination. Let's see what else we have here. So are you feeling like you have a very kind of temperamental or volatile relationship? Because, it's like oil and water, fire and water, it doesn't really mix. The water sign, wants to be kind of like peaceful and calm and chill, right? But there can be like, water just douses fire. So, that's what, and that's what could cause the temperamental relationship here. It's two opposing elements. So there could be some conflict here, because there's a lot of fire, passion, and energy, and then the King of Cups comes in. The cups just kind of like douses and puts that fire out, leaving that sign, feeling maybe like depressed, or, it's something to that effect, or like smothered. Oh, and we've got the World card. Yeah, so I'm feeling like there's so much more that the world has to offer, and this relationship isn't really doing it. And is it really worth your time and effort if it's just such a temperamental and kind of like exhausting energy between the both of you? And there's just so much more that the world has to offer. Maybe consider, maybe you want to consider dating other people, or, having an open relationship or something like that. Because there really is so much more for the world to offer. And you don't have to deal with this type of relationship. It's not necessary. There are options. You know, sometimes people just come into your life for a brief period of time to like teach you something. You know, sometimes there's just like an expiration date. Yep, see, now we have the King of Swords, right? Ruling over cutting something out, severing something. I mean, I'm not, you know, you need to make your own decisions. I'm just here to give you guidance and advice. And this King of Swords energy, you know, with everything else here that I'm reading and the energy that's here, like I said, I mean, the world is full of possibilities, and to stay in a relationship that really isn't fulfilling for both of you, that causes so much friction. I mean, you as a water sign, okay, you don't want to be responsible for dousing someone else's fire. You know what I mean? Dimming someone else's glow. And it's vice versa. I mean, you know, water is a very fluid energy, okay? It changes. It can be calm on one hand, and then it can also be very turbulent. So there's kind of like an ebb and flow. Whereas with fire, it's constant energy. It's just constant energy. It can destroy, but it can also be healing because it cleans and destroys. And it, you know, but you know, water and fire is just not compatible. And you know, with the King of Swords energy here, that's a message of, you know, you can cut this out. You don't have to. It's just a suggestion. But you are in control of your own destiny. This reading is just guidance. I feel like this reading is actually, I'm gonna stop here with this reading because I think that there's a very clear message here, and it's up to you to decide how you want to receive this. You may decide not to do anything with it. You may think that it's a bunch of bullshit, which is fine. That's your prerogative. But anyways, I'm going to give you one oracle card, and let's see what this oracle has. Given the reading, what messages do you have? What final messages do you have to give to our viewers, listeners on this situation? Too many cards. Oh. Queen of the Moon, sovereignty. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to need the book for this one. So isn't sovereignty, I'm not really sure what sovereignty means. Isn't that like a claiming your sovereignty, meaning like your independence? If it does, then that is the perfect way to end this. Okay, sorry, just a moment here. Queen of the Moon. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find the Queen of the Moon. Okay, here she is. Okay, you have sovereignty over your own life. Act with grace and confidence. You have the ability to unite desperate people and views should you choose to do so. The buck stops with you. You are powerful. Act like it. I reign over my own realm. Yeah, so you can make the decision as to what you want to do, and there's no one who's going to influence your decision. So it's up to you to decide what you want to do with this relationship and how you're feeling about it. All right, everybody, you take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.